really sat down deep and thought about why we were in this industry in the first place. So I started coming together and thinking, our whys. Okay, the whys are the biggest thing that we try to develop for each other to help you, have someone on your shoulders to drive even further in the industry itself. And so I kind of got caught up with the lifestyle, the product, sort of say, and what was going on. And we built a team to about 700 people worldwide in about a year. I started multi-level marketing about last February, okay, out in college. And so as I got into it, I didn't know what I was doing, didn't have a mentor, didn't have a partner, didn't really have anything. I just studied the internet. You do what they do, you get what they get, is kind of what they would say. And so I started learning all that kind of stuff. And so as I did, obviously I grew. Mistakes and mistakes, and I made errors and all this kind of stuff. But grew from that and really started developing myself. That was one thing that I would take from this industry that's you can't put a price tag on. You learn so much about yourself, so much about people around you. That was really a golden ticket for me. And so we grew fast. We blew up and started making some good money, decent money. Kind of quit my full-time job, was able to do this full-time at 20 years old, and then kind of expanded out. Went to different states and countries worldwide and really had some great success. But the biggest thing I found is I got some of my closest friends on board. Obviously, we want our families and friends to join us, check this thing out, obviously, and so I did so. And then months and months went by, and I started seeing them fall off. Some people weren't having as much success, and so that was kind of hard for me because I wanted them to do this. I wanted them to enjoy this journey with me, and so I really sat down deep and actually, known Ron and the King family for quite a while, and they really just sat down with me and said, why are you doing this industry? Think back on why you want to succeed in this thing. And so as I did, he said, let me know if this is kind of where your mind's at right now. Putting the company first, okay, your team second, yourself third. And so as I started really developing that in my mind, I was like, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm making some money. About 70% of my team is literally not even making more than they're putting in. What's going on here? I want to do this for my family, my team, and everyone around me, so I've got to figure something out. So I started opening up my mind a little bit, really searching, really digging deep for some different solutions on what we can do to make this thing better for our team. And, they introduced me to Wake Up Now. And I really wasn't introduced to the company. I kind of searched, kind of heard the buzz. And, sad to say is as I started talking to my team about it, I presented them, I was actually up front like this, about this many people, and was just bawling my eyes out. It was a passion for me that I grew, over the years of time, and this became a team for me, a family. And so to really tell them, hey, I found something that honestly is going to be a better opportunity for us to help, develop our lives and get to where we want to go. I'm hoping and willing to, help you guys get to where you want, but this is going to be better for us, so you guys got to trust me. And so it was one of the hardest things. I felt like I was going through a divorce. I've never been through one, but I've seen them happen, and it felt like I was going through a divorce. So, the transition's been nuts, you guys, and I can honestly say this last 2 weeks, we've grown and built this team together. We're stronger. Okay, everyone's way more excited. We've got a whole lift up off our shoulders. Worrying about people trying to get, their packages. I had, a very, very good friend of mine was so dedicated and so passionate about just the company that he pretty much got evicted from his apartment and still was continuing on spending the money on what he needed to spend on to stay active. And that was hard for me. And so, like I said, we sat down, we figured it out, we ran some numbers. In about 8 days, I've been able to almost hit F4, which is a founder 4 position. We'll talk about the kind of income and stuff like that later on. I'm sure we'll hit those. But we've been able to about transfer 100 guys in about 7 different states in just about 2 weeks. And I've got some of my team here, and I know their minds were not where they should have been right off the bat. But now I can guarantee that every single person in our business is either more successful, has learned a lot, and transitioned into this thing to know that it's for the better. So it's been a blessing to be able to be a part of this with Brian and Paul and Ron and some of these guys, because I've never had a mentor. Okay, and for them to literally take their time out of their day to help you guys, help us build and go through all this stress and emotion that's really been going on, it's been phenomenal. So that's one thing to definitely grab is if you're new to this, you're sitting in a room with some of the most helpful people you could be around, hands down. No experience into this thing, that's fine. You're going to get taken care of because I promise you, you stick your mind to it and you go do the formula of what we do to succeed in this thing is get your 3 people and then carry on from there. it's insane. So, you know, I appreciate you guys, you know, giving me some time up here. It's been phenomenal, and I'd love to meet all you guys. Come up, talk to me, meet me, and transfer some numbers and stuff, and we can kind of go from there. So I appreciate you having me out here, guys.